Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. I'm back from vacation, which means it's time once again to jump right back into taking a look at some of the NBA offseason future odds. It's been a crazy offseason so far, but you already know that. I'm here to give you some of my insight as to what I see as some of the better teams right now that have moved up and down in the NBA future odds, taking a look at some teams that could be overvalued and some potential teams that could be under the radar heading into this season. But of course, the biggest offseason signing was LaMarcus Aldridge, and after we found out that he was leaving Portland, he ended up landing back home in Texas with the San Antonio Spurs. Now with Tim Duncan coming back, Manu Ginobili coming back, this team re-signed Kawhi Leonard, Danny Green. They look like, once again, if they can stay healthy, they have the ability to make one last run towards the finals. And the free agent pickup like LaMarcus Aldridge, pairing him next to Tim Duncan, you have what could be the best front court in the entire Western Conference, if not the entire NBA. And it's shown in the future odds. As we opened free agency, the Spurs were anywhere between 7 and 9 to 1 before they signed Aldridge. Now they look to be the second best future odds ranked team in the entire NBA, looking at about plus 350, 4 to 1 sometimes at a few books, but really the Spurs right behind the Cleveland Cavaliers in regards to future odds here this offseason. I would not be opposed at all taking them to win the championship this season. Of course, they still play in a very deep Western Conference, still have to deal with those Golden State Warriors, but this team is very, very deep and very, very dangerous from the outside and the inside now. That could be an extremely deadly combination for the San Antonio Spurs. Of course, they have to still deal with the Golden State Warriors. They're currently the second or third best future odds ranked team, depending on where you look. Of course, the re-signing of Draymond Green is a big deal for them this offseason. However, they still have to deal with those San Antonio Spurs. And while I'm not ready to crown the Spurs just yet in the Western Conference champions, those two are almost on a deadlock path to meet in the Western Conference Finals, in my opinion. Now, one other team in the West that's really made some splashes this offseason is the Los Angeles Clippers. It looked like they were going to lose DeAndre Jordan to the Dallas Mavericks, but a quick insurrection and the moratorium gate is what I'm calling it here in the NBA. The Clippers convinced DJ to change his mind, and he comes back to the Los Angeles Clippers, which is absolutely the best move. No way the Dallas Mavericks have more talent than the Los Angeles Clippers, even if DJ would have signed with him, and they of course got Deron Williams away from the Brooklyn Nets. Still would not have as much talent as Chris Paul and Blake Griffin on those Los Angeles Clippers team. But it's been interesting to watch these future odds for the Los Angeles Clippers, because as you guys know, they probably moved a lot, and if you could have gotten it before DJ re-signed with the Clippers, you probably got some excellent value on the Los Angeles Clippers. They were anywhere between 14 and 16 to 1 when it looked like they were getting ready to lose DJ. And in fact, they would have absolutely been a bottom tier playoff team in the Western Conference. Now with DJ back, they look to be a serious title contender once again after knocking off the of course defending champions last year in the playoffs. They are looking at around 10 or 9 to 1 at most sports books to win the NBA championship coming up this season. But just goes to show you how important a mobile and defensive-oriented big man is in the NBA right now. And DeAndre Jordan is absolutely one of the best, of course, at rebounding and defending the rim. Of course, we have yet to mention the Cleveland Cavaliers coming in, of course, losing to the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals, an absolutely outstanding series. They re-signed everybody they could to top dollar contracts, but seem to be a little bit overvalued right now because of that. The only serious addition they've really made this offseason from last year's club is Mo Williams. And he's really replacing J.R. Smith because he's yet to sign anywhere, and it looks like with Mo Williams coming in, it spells the end for J.R. Smith in Cleveland. But right now, they're the favorite to win the NBA championship at almost every sports book, and I don't think that's the case. Even though with Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving coming back, both of those guys stay healthy, they obviously have one of the best teams and obviously should be in the top 2 or 3. However, even though they probably will breeze through the East once again, still not ready to crown them the favorites. In fact, I think the sports books are trying to take advantage of people looking at all these signings and thinking that if LeBron James can continue doing some of the things that he did in the playoffs, and especially in the NBA Finals, they're looking at the Cavs as a runaway favorite. But I'm not ready to crown them just yet. I think that they still have some work to do, and I think LeBron James has echoed those sentiments in the press as well. So even though they should be, and definitely should be, one of the top 2 or 3 favorite teams in the NBA, I am really thinking that they could be overvalued right now, and I'm laying off until I get some better pricing from the Cleveland Cavaliers. But that'll do it for your NBA future odds update. Make sure you check out as well some of my NBA Rookie of the Year early picks on that one, getting some insane value, as well as some good information from the Summer League as well. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pit.